Hi, my name's Christian LeBlanc, and in 2015 I had the extreme pleasure of traveling to 8 Asian countries over 9 months, of which Laos was one of my favorites. To get to Laos, you'll either take the night train or a plane from Bangkok. We just set up our sleeper bed. Top one's good because you get a bit of a strap just in case so you don't hit the ground when the train moves back and forth. So we're gonna sleep through the night, and when we wake up we'll be in Laos. Arrived in Laos. Turns out the night train doesn't go directly into Laos. You actually get dropped off at the Thai and Laos border, and you simply take a little tricycle right to the border where you get into Vang Vieng, the capital city of Laos. If you're ever feeling down about yourself, come to Laos, go to an ATM, and if you have at least $200 or $300 in your bank account, then you too can be a millionaire. There's not a whole lot to do in Vang Vieng, so we very quickly got on the bus and headed further north to Vang Vieng. So we're leaving Vang Vieng, which is the capital, and we're heading to It's Vang Vieng. The infrastructure in Laos is very limited and buses are the only way to get around. The roads are definitely rough, but on the bright side, it's by far the best way to see how the people live. 4 or 5 hours later, we arrived in Vang Vieng. We checked into our hotel and sat down at the Friends Cafe, where they rerun episodes of Friends and serve you sandwiches for under $5. The next day, we embarked on the Vang Vieng Challenge. By far one of the most amazing experiences of my entire time abroad. The Vang Vieng Challenge is a 2-day hike where you climb through the Laotian jungle led by the locals. They share their culture, their food, and even their homemade alcohol.
And we're literally hiking a waterfall right now. It's pretty freaking cool.
The hike is definitely not for the faint of heart, and true to its name, it is a challenge.
Are we here? Moment of truth. We made it! Oh my gosh.
The view itself makes the blood, sweat, and mainly tears all worth it.
And here's where we're staying tonight.
The next morning we woke up to an incredible sunrise, one that I'll never forget. After watching the sunrise, we left the cabin and headed to a waterfall only 200 feet away. This is the waterfall that we would rappel from. The rappel had to be at least a couple hundred feet. It was awesome. Once you get to the bottom of the waterfall, don't even think about taking your harness off, because the rest of the day is spent rappelling from tree lines and ziplining from tree to tree. I can't think of a better way to see the Laotian jungle.
Just jump? Okay. Oh, yeah. Ow, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yep. Okay.
To finish off our incredible adventure, our guide served us one last authentic meal, served on a banana leaf. The next morning, we headed off to one of Vang Vieng's biggest tourist attractions, the Vang Vieng River tubing. Years ago, there used to be dozens of bars set up along the river so tubers could stop to get drinks from point to point. However, due to tourist accidents, they've actually shut down most of the bars, and now there's only 4 remaining.
Where'd the other ones go?
It was definitely not as the experience was first described to me, but it was still a really good time. You meet a ton of backpackers, and you end up having a great time no matter what.
We are still swimming.
6 hours north of Vang Vieng is Luang Prabang. After consuming more baguettes and rice than we could handle, we decided to treat ourselves to a nice dessert in town.
I haven't had red wine, let alone any wine, since coming to Thailand. So it's been like 2.5 months, and this is actually like a nice French wine, so this is so good. Laura loves the nuts.
Luang Prabang is actually a UNESCO site, and it has many hotels that offer fine dining experiences.
And this night is kicking off just fine. So Laura and I are gonna go find breakfast. Hello. And we're gonna find a motorcycle for the day because we're gonna take it to a waterfall.
But before that, we explored the town.
Oh, that's cool. Keep the flies away. So here we are at the marketplace, and we found ourselves a nice little sandwich stand. They make fresh smoothies. They have the early release of the iWatch in Laos. Look at that. It's beautiful. The craftsmanship. You press this button here, you get the time.
Keep your shopping for Thailand. For about $15 for the day, we rented a bike and headed to Kuang Falls, about a 45-minute ride from Luang Prabang. At the entrance to the waterfall, they actually have their own little bear sanctuary where they have their native Laotian bears known as moon bears. I had never been so entertained in my life.
Oh my god.
He looks like Batman.
To my surprise, the bears were not the highlight of the day.
This waterfall is actually unbelievably beautiful. It's got like multiple levels where the water drops off. It's so cool.
I just spent the last 5 minutes trying to think of a word to describe Kuang Sea, but the truth is I can't think of one. The place is beyond words. It truly is a paradise. That day, I learned a valuable lesson. Peer pressure should never be used as a way of getting someone to jump into the water.
Everyone's doing it!
Luckily for this overconfident doggy paddler, I used to be a lifeguard.
Oh my gosh, there are more waterfalls. Laura, have you seen? Unbelievable.
Whoa. And this is an exclusive preview of behind the scenes for Laura's big photo shoot. Laura's a little celebrity here. She's got a few of the ladies asking for photos with her. This is so unbelievable. This looks like the big waterfall. Oh my gosh! This can't be real life. Laura and I both agree this is the most beautiful thing we've ever seen.
We actually loved Kuang Sea so much that we decided to come back the next day.
So we are hiking up the waterfall, and this is what one of our friends told us to do. He said, look for the do not pass sign and do pass. So Laura and I are officially on top of the massive waterfall, or at least one part of it. The waterfall just keeps going and going. We are back for the 4th or 5th time. Same thing as usual. We're getting banana and mango shakes. We're gonna get some crepes, and we're getting some sandwiches. Such good sandwiches. All aboard the Love Mobile. Laura and I are taking our first sleeper bus, so we're going back to Vang Vieng. It's about a 9-hour bus ride, and we're driving through the night. And to our surprise, you don't get your own bed, you actually get to share with your neighbor. Which is fine if you know who you're traveling with, but if you don't know who you're traveling with, well, you better hope that the person next to you is not large or gross or weird or any of the above.
The night bus back to Vang Vieng is long and treacherous. It's definitely not fun, but it's a lot cheaper than flying.
Worst luck, we literally just rented a bike to go see Buddha Park. We're running it pretty tight because we gotta go catch a night train. But anyways, we had like an hour and a half to go see it, and then maybe 2 minutes into taking a motorcycle out that we got a freaking pop tire.
I would show you Buddha Park, but unfortunately we never made it.
But bubble tea, yay!
This was the end of our incredible adventure in Laos. I highly recommend you visit Laos if you ever have the opportunity. Only 3 months ago, I quit my corporate job to pursue my passion for travel and social media. I'll be returning to Southeast Asia in less than a month, and I'll be sharing the adventures as daily vlogs. So make sure to subscribe, and if you like this video, please throw it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
So 1 hot air balloon,
In a great way.
2, 3,
And a sunset. The sun is okay, cool.